Oh, well, I guess we're going to introduce the Just Chill. Was it the Just Chill podcast? It's not a permanent name, but we're working on it. So
yeah, we're working on names.
Let us know if you like it. It's the Just Chill podcast.
Yeah, it's something like that. Just chill. Let's make this chill.
Let's make this chill.
Something you said.
Look, don't steal the name. It's Let's Make This Chill. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Writer, director, Kai Parker, cinematographer, editor.
Camera guy, the producer, I guess, of sorts.
This is his equipment. So.
Yeah. I'll give you a cheers, but you got nothing in your glass?
Yeah, there's nothing.
I mean, it's a simpler, so it's qualified. Cheers. Let's start this up. You got the topics, or I know you said you were going to introduce.
Oh yeah. No, we can jump to the topics. I didn't know if you want to get like more acclimated, like
I mean, how do you get out of like the warm ups, the actor warm ups? Me.
Well, yeah. No, I mean, I guess we can jump right in.
Yeah.
Well, we are filmmakers. We do love film.
Yeah. So originally, obviously, what we started doing is film. So this is kind of like us branching out.
Well, before we get it, like, what do you like about film? Like, what is...
for me personally, so like, film is kind of a weird thing. I think film is like a nice little creative format for me. I think what I like more is the art of video. I think I like the fact that, I like the fact that, like, you can create your own universe. Like, like if you ever like playing those world building games and shit like that, you can create your own universe on camera. Like, you can create your set, you can build up your own cast, you can build up your own crew, you can create your own world within this realm. So I think just as a filmmaker or as somebody that like, is into like say role playing, world building games and all that fun shit.
Are you into that? I didn't know that.
I mean, I'm not like doing I'm not like doing like LARPing or anything like that, but I definitely do like playing like open world games and stuff like that. I'm getting back into it. I'm not gonna act like I'm a gamer or anything like as I used to be back in my college days.
Yeah, so you said you picked up the new Harry Potter game, right?
Yeah, I've been playing like Hogwarts Legacy recently, so I've been trying to dabble. I'm not far in it. I'm still in like the opening quest. Don't hype me up now. I'm not pro gaming out here. I'm casual.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it's all good animation. Definitely works my computer out. I think definitely like makes me more intrigued in the whole Harry Potter franchise. So I guess it does its job.
Wait, do you have like a game, like a video game that's like stands out from others that you just like never forgot?
Skyrim. I feel like Skyrim.
That's first person, right?
First person. It's like first person RPG role playing game. You kind of go, you're like this dude in an open world that just like you played Skyrim before, right?
I have seen commercials.
He's like, I ain't never really touched the Elden Ring franchise.
Advertisements.
He said maybe Oblivion, not Skyrim.
I might have been in a Target one day and played it like while it was
Well, you're missing out. Like I will say like one day me and you got like I got to bring my console.
Me and you should go to Target one day and find.
Me and you should game, but like. I tried that one time, but it didn't really work out because everything is downloadable. But like one day I would love to like.
Yeah, one day you did come over.
Bro, I'm not because I'm so used to like if I bring the console, it just like I put the disc in there. Like so like just for instance, I'm 27, so like I'm not old by any means, but like I definitely remember growing up where we used the DVDs and the discs, and I preferred that. Like I know there's a new age of gaming. Where people, if they're using a console, they'll download some shit. But I definitely preferred the disc. You know what I mean? Like at least if I'm gonna use a console, I want to use a disc. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna do download, I'm gonna steam that shit off of PC.
Why?
Because it just feels I don't know. Maybe I'm just stubborn like that, but I just do.
You like the feeling of putting a physical disc into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that goes back to what we were talking about last week about how like
I do download on Steam, like internet game, PC, desktop. That's totally different, but like I do. But continue.
Yeah, I was telling you how like before, I don't know if you're one of these people, but like when games dropped, there were a handful of gamers that would be on those lines on GameStop when the shit dropped, and the excitement of going to get a game and like holding the actual thing in your hand and looking at the cover and taking it home. Like, you're in a car with your parents and you're looking at the game. You're like, oh man, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna fucking rip this shit open and play it. And like, all that has kind of been removed because everything is digital now. So it shoots right to the fucking Xbox.
I wasn't like the dude that would be camping out.
No. I guess like, I know you weren't, but that's a.
But that energy is not there anymore.
I'm not even a gamer myself, but I had friends in the community that were those people that were.
That excitement is not there anymore.
Yeah, it's like the going and purchasing a game is dead. You know.
Yeah.
There's not that. Oh, I want this for Christmas. I wonder if I open it, is this going to be the game that I've been asking my parents for?
I feel like there's a lot of factors that come into that. First and foremost, yeah, you can just download shit online.
Like, is your mom, like, downloading some game and shooting it to your fucking Xbox?
Nah, bro. She's going to send you the money for it and, like, takes the magic with her. You hear $60, buy whatever video games you want. I'll give you a Steam card or some shit.
We come from the era where our grandmothers would have to call us, like, what was that game you were talking about? I'm here at Walmart trying
Bro, they're getting you Grand Theft Auto, just praying to God that they don't explain. Yeah. How are you sure you want to give this to your kid? There's gratuitous, there's looting, drugs, sex,
and there was
violence.
that excitement of opening up, you know, on Christmas Day. And I think that's been removed now.
Yeah, I think I remember my aunts and my uncle got me, I'm pretty sure it was Budokai Tenkaichi.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z games.
You gonna get? Are you gonna like? Did you want to get into that new one that's coming out? I mean,
nah, damn, you know,
because there's another one coming. Budokai Tenkaichi, I think like 4, is coming out right now, and I'm definitely gonna download that one on Steam. So
Steam, is that what the?
It's the PC side, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna. I'm a part of the gaming community like that, but like I do understand where y'all buy your games.
I just feel like Dragon Ball Z,
same way.
Dragon Ball Z should have dove into other genres of gaming rather than just fighting games. Like,
Okay,
I would have loved to see like where I'm a Dragon Ball Z character and I'm fighting through stages and there's a story.
I think they did that with Xenoverse. What do you mean, like where you get to build your own custom character?
Maybe, or I'm playing as Krillin or some shit, and I fucking have to do a mission, and then maybe 2 missions from then I'm Goku, Team Goku.
Dragon Ball Z Saga, they've done games like that. They just didn't take off as much.
They're not that good. Or?
No, like if you so like some games that I will say that I used to love playing. I don't know if anybody remember Game Boy console games, but Dragon Ball Z Boost Fury. That shit was like you could level up your character. You're Gohan, Goku. You could switch between the characters too, depending on where you're at within the story. And then basically you go through the game. It literally plays like an RPG because like there's set maps you go through. You could train against hordes that would spawn. It was very much like what you're saying to an extent. Like
yeah, no, I don't remember that.
And then like same thing with Dragon Ball Z Saga. You go through the different storylines and you play as each character in those situations. I don't think they ever had like a Krillin situation, but like
no, I don't.
They have experimented with those different types of games. Dragon Ball Z's been around long enough that there are quite a few different like I feel like types of strength. It's just like the one that's most popular is Tenkaichi.
Is fighting games.
That's the one that's resonated with the public the most. Hold on, we're doing a step. You know, just go step away. You know, no warning.
Yeah, man, I'll be right back.
He goes to the car, drives out. He drives. He's like, yo, I'm not even here no more.
Just a voiceover.
Yeah, so I entered this after post. You know.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, you're Nah, gaming's changed though. The format a little. I wish I was more into games.
Nah, I mean. I'm just jumping into it, so I could be talking out my ass here. I'm not even gonna like act like I know, but I feel like everything is pay to play.
Yeah, pretty much at this point. That's crazy. They got rid of physical media. DVDs, you know, like Best Buy doesn't sell DVDs anymore.
Remember when you used to like? I don't know if they do this a lot because I remember I tried doing some shit the other day where I played like Halo 4. I'm pretty sure it was the day that I brought over the console to play with you. We finally got it set up. We got the controls connected and everything. And then the multiplayer or whatever was like I had to purchase that if I wanted to play with somebody else. So like I feel like do console like and y'all could answer this in like the comments like or whatever, you know, whoever's watching this. But do console games like first person shooters really do like co-op anymore? Like I feel like they don't. Like cuz everything has been substituted with online play and you have to pay for online play.
I also feel like everything's a first person shooter now. Like that's
a popular brand. Everyone wants to be like Apex Legends.
And it's all in modern no COD, Call of Duty. Like,
it's the same
I feel like that's everything now. Like to a certain degree.
That is what I think the common like. That's what people assume gaming is.
Yeah.
There's definitely like
There's
a lot
focus.
of. There's a focus. That's what's like. That's like the.
Default.
That's like the default. I would say that's the default.
See, I like adventure games. I like Uncharted.
Those are still very popular though. Like
Not
Uncharted,
as-
like
not
the
as
Dark
popular.
Souls, Elden Ring, like those games are still popping. Like when they release, I'm not as aware of sales, but like in terms of what gets the gaming community up and roar. Like recently, because I think I told you before, Power World. That's been a big thing. It's been a critical. It's been a hit from a small like an indie game with an amazing hit. Within the gaming community, it's basically Pokemon, but like an open world adventure game.
Oh yeah, I think
It's not like Call of Duty by any
something
means.
about that. Yeah. No,
Those games are still popping. Like they're still out there. It's just like what you'll see advertised on mainstream TV is probably Call of Duty. Like on the commercials you'll see.
yeah. I mean, running around and shooting people in first person is cool. I can see my gun. I can see my hands. That's cool and everything. It's just like so.
It's fun for a bit.
Just everything right now.
It's fun for a bit.
I like I told you this last time, like I like being at work and like I'm thinking about when I get home, like damn, how am I gonna get over that bridge?
Yo, yeah.
I'm gonna move that block and like get it so that I can get that thing, like I like where I'm
But even that's like
progressing through the story.
But
and I'm
even
a
that's
character.
like not the same way because like I found myself playing games again and I felt stupid for a little bit because like I've been so used to like, damn, how do I do this? Let me just go look it up on YouTube and watch somebody do the same thing I'm doing and show me.
See.
Like it took me a second to like I had to like break past. I'd be like, let me try to figure it out myself. I still look up like tips and like what's the best like for Power Up, like what's the best way to play this that'll benefit me the most. Like okay, because it's an open world game, you need tips and tricks to literally how to survive. But like for the game itself, like I'm trying to stay away from like spoilers directly. Try to break that habit where I'm like looking up the answer.
Damn, see, I didn't even think about that because there's like people worse than that are just looking up the entirety of the game.
There's gameplays for it now, bro. Like you can literally
So
watch
sick.
someone play it and figure it out in front of you in real time. Gaming is like I remember when I started when Pokemon Emerald came out. Pokemon Ruby, Green, Emerald, whatever.
Like for the Game Boy?
Yeah. But I remember the way I would
try.
get. No. That's like that was like what early 2000s or like 2010s, maybe earlier than that.
Plus all those games kind of blended into the same game.
Yeah, but there was like the way that you would learn cheat books and guidebooks, how to level up your Pokemon and everything. It wasn't like you would go online and find it. You had to legitimately go and buy like a guidebook, a Pokemon guide, like a thick, almost looking like biblical Bible thick.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you had to read through it, find out the tips, tricks. All right, this is how you catch this one. This is how you like. This is how you best level up your character. Like you had to study this shit like it was a fucking like it was a homework assignment.
Yeah.
Like I think do you feel like, and this is just a kind of a general question to you. Do you feel like information is too streamlined nowadays? Like there's no work to getting the info.
Easily accessible?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I go back and forth about that a lot, but it's just like, wasn't that the purpose? Like, didn't our grandfathers
A fight for that.
fight for accessibility?
I think it's a good thing to an extent. Like we're frequently educated, but I think I think where we're seeing the failing is like people are saying like kids nowadays don't know how to read or write or do math.
Yeah.
And part of that is because like the things that you normally need to read, write, do math, you got a calculator on your phone. You really got to do math like that, and then like you don't really need to read or write because you have autocorrect or ChatGPT.
Yeah, I just feel like and it's like a human being thing. Like we have to constantly build. It's not like humans are gonna be like, all right, I guess we have everything. I guess we'll just stop making things.
Yeah.
No, we constantly have to build, so that's why things are just like it's just only gonna get easier.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, and I was thinking about this the other day, like, and we're all worried about global warming and all that shit, right? And say the world does flood up. Humans are going to innovate some shit where they be like, well, we're going to be like floating islands, just be on top of it. And we're just going to be like, well, we fucked up the world, we're just going to be on top of it fucking them. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I think the way we advance to an extent, I feel like right now it is a blessing that we have the information that we do, and I think the reason why everything is so streamlined down to ChatGPT and all these AI features is to basically make the simple things less work for us. So like I know like a lawyer came into like I work on in tech field and stuff like that. And a lawyer came in asking for assistance, and we started talking about the ChatGPT thing, and she said there was a form that she used to have to charge people or have to pay almost $1,000 to get like pushed through and legalized and taken care of, that the ChatGPT just wrote it for free. So like shit like that, like I get the appeal to it. I think what it gets negative is when, same thing like with the kids not knowing how to read and write. Like I was lucky that I grew up in a generation where like I had to actually go to a library to find some shit. You know, I didn't have a lot of money. Like I'm not broke. I was never like broke growing up. But then we were at a time where like, you know, having a computer in the household. Well, not everyone had a computer in the household. Remember, like I feel like early 2000s to 2010 was like when it started like. Everyone started kind of getting Wi-Fi. Everyone started getting... So, like, but, like, when I was going to school, I wasn't using those things as often. And if I did, like, over time, by the time, like, I was in, like, high school, I think that was when it was a little bit more normalized. Like for everyone to have a computer in their household. Yeah. So, I still had to go to the library, at least up until, like, elementary school, junior high. Yeah. Just, I feel like because of that, I've been able to, like... I have the skills to like read, write, and learn and do those things embedded in my head, because up until that point I had to learn and I had to do these things manually. And even when I was in school, I didn't have a Chromebook in school. Like shortly after I got out of high school, the next generation got Chromebooks in their hands, so they don't have to write anymore.
Yeah, realistically, which is so unrealistic, but realistically we should have just stopped at a certain point, like 2012. You know, all right, we got everything we need. I mean, all right, cool. Let's not have our phones do anything else for us.
I feel like, all right, well, look, there's a part of me that wants to be an old curmudgeon, and I feel like there is that we should have a level of like self-reliability on that, and there should be that. I also am on the side that, because I'm not like regulate your phone. I'm not all for like, say people want government regulations on phones. Like I don't think it needs to be that drastic, but I do think like it should be worked into the culture. I think the culture is more popular than like what government says, because people are gonna do what they want to do. And what you work within the culture is that like within like, I think a lot of people, and this is me talking out my ass probably, so I'm not gonna like act like I know a lot of what it is, but I feel like a lot of people growing up with technology grew up with it as an escape. When you're anxious, you go to your phone. When you're this, you go to your phone. It's a comfort. So, and then when your parents didn't want to deal with you, they gave you the tablet. So it became, and even like when my parents, you know, were too busy, or when I didn't really want to do anything too crazy, what kept me busy, I was on TV, I was watching TV. Every generation has that. Someone had the previous generation had the radio, other people had storytellers at the fire. Like it's gonna be there. Like there's gonna be always a form of it, of that form of distraction. And I think like, you know, us to say that the innovation shouldn't be there, it shouldn't be. I think what we need to do is we need to emphasize the need for these older skills, like, you know, writing and stuff like that. What is the need for that in the modern society?
They need to be more present.
But no, but like candidly, what is the need? What is the need for writing in a modern society? When was the last time you wrote something down?
I feel like I write things down. Like today, I had to calculate some numbers for my job, so I didn't.
You use it on a calculator?
My phone was dead, so I had to like.
You had to math it out yourself, right?
Yeah, I had to do it like myself, which I hope that doesn't go away. Is that what you're implying?
No, I'm saying like when was the last time you? I think we need to find more ways.
I don't think it's done as often.
Then I feel like there needs to be like, especially emphasized in schools, there needs to be more practical usage for that, and there needs to be like an emphasis of like maybe. And again, I'm talking on my ass. I know no. I'm not an MLA teacher form. I don't know none about that. But maybe there should be courses or classes. I don't know if there are. Let me know in the comments. That emphasize on still learning how to write, on still learning how to read. And I know English classes still probably emphasize that, but I know there's probably some fast track curriculum with everyone expecting to learn everything on an advanced level, or a little bit more advanced, or like maybe they're changing MLA format from one way to another one, that it no longer emphasizes what it used to on those I guess critical thinking, not in critical thinking, on those I guess manual skills.
Yeah.
Like there has to be either we have to form a reason for that, or it's just gonna kind of go away, because like if there's no real reason that we need to do that unless dire situations happen where our phone dies.
Get rid of it.
It's not that I don't think we should just get rid of it. I think there's a practical need for usage of it, but like there was a generation that knew how to churn butter. We don't know how to churn butter. Do you know how to churn butter? You know how to plant? You know how to plant shit?
Maybe.
You know how to plant shit, nigga? Excuse my friend, but you like there are things that age out, and if we don't find ways to make it practical, it's gonna age out.
Yeah,
I don't really know there's a practical solution to this. It's just that where we're at right now. That's just where we're at. It's not good.
No, that's a good way to put it.
But I don't really have an argument to say that can we solve it. I don't know.
I don't think there is solving it. I think it just progresses, into something else.
Cause like there's gonna be a point in time generation where it's just like the next generation gonna be like, well, you don't know how to use these old school phones the way. Oh, did it ask a little bit? Oh, to dig out.
Just make sure it's all the way out. You're tricky with those. Sometimes it's.
You might give me a refill, sir?
Yeah, no.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know we probably went on a tangent on that. I know you had some topics.
No, yeah, I did. But I like us. I want to give us the space to like
just conversate.
Yeah, it's a free form,
No, I got you.
I don't know if I use that word right. Free form.
Free form. The company gonna sue you. Free form.
All right. Well, I mean, we talked about video games for a little bit just now, which I guess led into the downgrade
of society.
Of society.
No, the upgrade of society. Let's rephrase that. Let's positive twist.
Yeah. Glass half full type deal.
Cause like we could look at it as just like those skills are being aged out because we're gonna be in a world where we no longer need those things because now those things become passive skills. Ideally, that's where we want, but like we need, that's wishful thinking, because passive means that people know it, and now we're having a situation where people don't know them shit. So I don't know. But what were you saying?
Nah, I completely agree. I mean, there's times where I'm like, I go to text somebody something, and like the word I'll say will be wrong, and my phone is like, that word's wrong, and I'm like, all right, well, fix it for me.
Yeah, you got me right.
Yeah, like it's kind of like this spotter at the gym.